There are many places in the world which force the human mind to think, and some which are bigger than our imagination. Our Earth is home to thousands of islands which have their own speciality. Easter Island is one of them. What is so special about it that makes it different from all the islands? The mystery of Easter Island, a remote piece of volcanic soil far out in the Pacific Ocean, has haunted people's minds for decades. What is so special about it? The secret is not hidden in the island, but in the huge stone statues of Isper Rocky. Who built the world-famous huge stone? Did they serve any particular purpose? Where did their creators come from? And where did they disappear? Watch this video and satisfy your curiosity by knowing all the truth about Easter Island. We work to make your life brighter. What do we know about the island first? Rapa Nui, which is the name given by the people living on the island, is a region of Chile and is located in the southern Pacific Ocean. And it is so far away that you can consider it one of the most distant places on the world map. It is 1,200 miles away from Pitcairn, which is its nearest point. Or country Issy is 2,300 miles to the west. The only mode of transport that can take you there is by aeroplane. If you want to visit this destination, you will have to spend 5 hours flying from Santiago, Chile to Easter Island. The area of the island is only 63 square miles. And let's say, a small area is home to 887 giant stone statues. Isjaga has some interesting facts that you might not know about. The name of the statues is Moai. They began to be carved sometime between the 13th and 15th centuries. A special feature of the statues of Rapa Nui is that they are easily recognizable because of their strange faces. They have a long nose, broad chin, rectangular ears, heavy eyebrows, and dark eyes. It is quite strange that the nostrils curve like fish hooks when we see a statue. At first, people thought that statues were made of heads only. But sometimes what is seen is not what actually happens. Surprisingly, it turned out that these statues are entire bodies connected to the head. It was discovered during excavation in May 2012. The bodies were hidden under the ground. Actually, the statues are very tall. The largest is 33 feet long and weighs 90 US tons. But that is not a record. A statue excavated on the island was incomplete, but according to scientific calculations, it was 70 feet in height and weighed approximately 297 US tons. The heads of the statues, visible at first sight, constitute 3/8 of the size of each statue. As for the arms, they were close to the body, resting in different positions. Most of the statues, 834 out of 887, were made from a material called tuff, which is, in fact, compressed volcanic ash. Interestingly, all the idols except one group are introverts. This means that their back is towards the sea. Perhaps this was due to the belief that the idols were protectors of the villagers. Therefore he ignored the agreement. The only statues that do not fit this pattern can be found at Ahuakivi, a sacred site to the people of Rapa Nui. There is a unique statue on the island. This is the only idol which has been found in a kneeling position. Its name is Tukuturi. Scientists believe that this statue depicts an ancient singer. Its position is the same as the one taken by the people in Ruayutsav. The head of the statue is raised quite high, and you can even see the beard. Tukuturi looks much more human-like than other statues. Its small size and the unusual material from which this statue is made, red punapua stone, are the things that make it different from the rest. All these facts are quite interesting, isn't it? Stay tuned, many mysteries are still to be solved. People keep wondering how the idol is distributed around the island of Pradiksha. What's more, when Europeans first arrived on the island in 1722, they found a small local population, only between 1,500 to 3,000 people. How could this be related to the hundreds of statues on the island? Of course, there are many theories about how the statues were moved. The most popular belief among lovers of mysteries was that the statues were created and moved by aliens. But if you like this theory, we're sorry to dismiss it. Let us tell you how all this happened. The stone from which the statues were made has its origin from the island itself. The birthplace of most of the material was an extinct volcano located northeast of Easter Island, and not another planet. The mystery surrounding how the Rapa Nui people were able to move the statues challenged researchers and kept them from retreating. In the 80s, some of them decided to investigate the possibility of remaking a statue and moving it around. They had to use only those tools that could be available to the tribals. It seemed impossible to do this. But after a while, an American archaeologist managed to move a copy of 10 US tons. Several decades passed and another group of American scientists proved that the islanders could tie ropes around the giant statues and move them at walking speed. He backed up his theory with practice, moving a full-size replica up to 330 feet using this method. Indeed, their idea may explain why Rapa Nui folklore states that the statues were moving with the help of magic. It tells how the idols were transported to their designated places. What about the remaining questions? How could a handful of residents build such magnificent and numerous monuments? A new study has recently been conducted to specify the maximum number of inhabitants during the heyday of the island's civilization. The results came in and they were completely unexpected. This showed that 17,500 people could live comfortably on the island. As much as 19% of the land may be covered with sweet potato fields, which used to be the main source of food for the population. What's more, the islanders ate considerable amounts of seafood, fish. So, knowing these numbers, you can see that there were enough people to create stone masterpieces. But what happened to them? Why did they disappear? At first, it was believed that the reason for such a decline in population was ecological destruction. The natives cut down large forests and palm trees, allowing the statues to be moved as well as additional space for agriculture. They thought the trees were going to grow fast again. It is also believed that starvation arose due to the deterioration of the environment. And as a result, war and cannibalism were encouraged. However, nowadays such theory has been proven wrong. At first, the Rapa Nui inhabitants appeared to be very talented agricultural engineers. They deliberately fertilized the fields with volcanic rock. Actually, another research has shown that people were living on this island for many centuries. And the population only started to decline when Europeans started arriving. So, the much more realistic explanation is also very sad. South American raids in search of slaves frequented the island during the 19th century. Half the tribals were snatched away. What's more, European traders brought new diseases to the island, from which the local people were not immune, and began forced migration. This led to the fatal fall of the nation that presented the world with such a wonder as the mystery of Easter Island. Have you heard these facts before? Share your opinions and thoughts in the comments below.